guys, this is Dawn Marie and welcome to my YouTube channel where I speak about all things digital products and digital product marketing. Now, if you haven't seen all the updates by Canva, well, you'll be pleased to know that you can now build websites in Canva. And today's video, I'm going to show you how to build and design your very own sales page so you can sell your digital products. Now, if you prefer not to spend all week creating your own sales page and you would rather have someone do it for you, well, I'm glad that you asked, because if you look in the description box below, you will see that I left a link where you can get access to your free sales page template that I've designed in Canva just for you. Use it to sell your own digital products, your ebooks, your courses. All you really need to do is customize the page with your own brand elements, add your copy and payment links, and you'll be ready to make your page public and sharing your digital products with the world. So let's talk about how do you create a sales page in Canva to sell your digital products. Now, Canva is free to use, although there is a paid version, but I'm actually really impressed by their website builder and how easy they make it for you to create your own website so you can go ahead and have that online presence, whether you're a coach, a digital product creator, or an info product creator. And you can actually create the website with the free version as well. They even give you a free domain to get started, but I would always recommend that you use a custom domain, which is also known as your own domain, to connect it to your website. So before we get started with designing the sales page, I think it's very important that you have a document somewhere with everything that you want to use on your page. So that will include your sales copy, your logo, the colors you will use, and the images if you are not sourcing them directly from Canva. And the good thing about using Canva is that they have a huge library of images, graphics, and elements that you can actually insert into your sales page. But you may have your own images to upload, and that's fine. For example, for a sales page, you may have an author or bio section or an about me section where you might have your own professional images that you want to insert. Well, these can be uploaded into Canva before you get started so you can make the process of creating your sales page easy, because all it will involve is just dragging and dropping those elements onto your canvas. Now, creating a sales page can be quite a task because when you consider the sections in a sales page, you have quite a lot to cover to convince a prospect that your product is valuable and is the right one for them. So here in my Write a Sales Page That Sells toolkit, which includes an ebook on how to structure and write your sales pages, you will see that I have broken down the sales page into all of these sections, which includes a headline or the hero section where you call out the reader so they pay attention to you and understand exactly what you do. Then I've recommended sections where you can talk about the reader's problems so they start identifying with what you have to say. Then you can present the solution or your offer or product and talk about why you are qualified to give them the advice or recommendations you're giving. You can list the features and benefits of your product, talk about the value that they will get when they purchase your product or program. You can list the price, include any social proof or testimonials, bonuses, and then FAQs. So there's a whole lot that you can mention on your sales pages, and my recommendations are these 11 sections. But for the purposes of this video, I just want to build with you these 4 sections to help you get started in navigating Canva should you decide to build your own sales page. By the way, if you do want to get your hands on this toolkit, that is my Write a Sales Page That Sells toolkit, then look in the description box below for a purchase link. The toolkit includes my Write a Sales Page That Sells ebook training, as well as 3 sales copy templates that walk you through how to write your sales pages step by step and section by section, so you don't have to waste time trying to figure out what to write. I mean, I think it's the perfect solution to banishing writer's block and avoiding the sales page overwhelm, since sometimes just trying to get started in writing a sales page can be a hurdle for some people. So I hope that you will check that out and that is useful to you. So I'm going to jump over to my computer now where we are going to get started in designing your very own Canva sales page. So I'm here in my Canva account, and then I'm going to go to create a design. Then let's select website. Now this is the template that I am going to recreate so you can see just how I did it. And the sections that I'm going to recreate are the header section or the hero section. I'm going to do the product offer section, then one of the feature sections, and finally the testimonial section. Now, I think that would be just enough for you to learn the elements of Canva's website builder so you can do so on your own. So when I'm in the Canvas, remember that Canva also has its own templates, which you can find on this side just by selecting the design icon up here. And you can use these templates as well if you want to. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I am going to start by changing my background color. Now I also have a document with all the elements that I am going to include on the sales page. So here I have the copy that I want to include on the sales page, making it easy for me to copy and paste. And then also this document has all the fonts, the font size that I'm going to use, together with the color palette and the image sizes that I am going to use. This would also be included in the free sales page template should you decide to get it. So I'm going to change my background color and I'm going to use this color as my base. So to do that, I click on the canvas and I go to background color and I'm going to select or enter the color code, which is FAF2EB. Add new color and I'm going to just type it in here, FAF2EB. Now, if you are using Canva Pro, you can also add your own brand colors to make it easy for you to apply the colors. You can simply go to brand. Let's scroll down, then colors. If this hasn't yet been entered, it's more than likely that you will see edit. But in my case, I'm going to click on see all and I can click edit here and then add additional colors that I may want to use as part of my brand. So it will make it easy for me to select the colors when I'm ready to use it to design any sales pages, any of the social media icons, for example. So if you have not yet set up your brand colors, then you can go ahead and do that. Now, if you don't want to set up your brand colors, again, it's just easy to select the document, go to background color, and then select add new color here. Now, if you don't know what color palette you're going to use, or you do not have any color codes, you don't know, for example, what the color codes you are going to use, you can also get inspiration. I like using a website called Color About. And this is where I can search for the names of a color. So let's say, for example, I wanted the color red, and it will give me the different color codes. So you can select a color code that you want. Let's say you want this color. And then when you scroll down, it will give you different ways that you can match the colors so that it is consistent and complements other colors as well, darker colors, lighter colors, etc. Next, I'm going to add a logo to my page, and I'm just going to now this is likely to be an image for you. So once you have placed the image, you can just move it with this arrow icon here. And I'm going to move it to the top and center it using the grid lines. I'm also going to change the font so that it matches the entire style of the document. And in this case, I'm going to use Quattrocento and I'm going to reduce it to perhaps 20. Now let's add a markup. I'm going to go to uploads because I already have the mockups that I want to use on this sales page. You can also resize the markup using the arrows. You can move it around and position it wherever you want. You can also use the grid lines to ensure that maybe it's in the center or it is aligned to the left or however you may want to do so. Now, these are all elements, as I've mentioned, that I have already uploaded to my account. But if you do not have your own mockups yet, you can go to Canva Elements and use their frames. So if I scroll down and I go to frames, click see all, then I can scroll down as well and you can see devices, see all. And this is where you can use devices for your mockup. So if, for example, you have a coaching program or an ebook or a workshop, you can perhaps use like a computer and let's say maybe a mobile phone. Let's delete this. And I'm going to position it like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag and drop an image into this device here. So I'm going to go down to images or photos. I'm going to go to see all because I've already selected some photos that I want, and I'm going to just select and drag it into the space for the images. Then I'm going to group both devices by selecting and highlighting both of them. And then I'm going to click group up here. So that will allow the both images to come together and then I can move them together at once. Now let's add some text at the side. And I'm going to make this a heading 1 text. So I'm going to format it by going to the font, and I want my font to be quattrocento. And I'm also going to select the size of it as well, and it's going to be 38.5. I'm going to align it to the left, and I'm going to insert the text that I want from my document here. Now I want to make the line spacing between the lines 1 space. So right now it's at 1.4. I'm just going to change that to 1. Then I'm also going to add some effects. So right now it is all bolded. I don't want it bold, so I'm just going to unbold it, but I'm going to select some parts of the text to be bolded. And I'm just going to decrease the width of the text box. So I'm also going to include a bottom. So you can see here, this also has a subheadline. So I'm going to include this as normal text. And let's format it as well. This is going to be PT serif. And I'll change the font size to 15.4 and align to the left. And I'm going to insert that text into there. Let's narrow the text box. Now let's add a button. It's easy to create a Canva button. If you just go to elements, they do give you their own buttons, which you can find here. I'm going to come out of devices, come out of frames, and then you can find the buttons here. So you can click on see all. So I'm going to select this one. So you will see that in the demo that the button is more like an outline. So here's how I have been able to achieve that. I'm going to first create the button as I want it. So I want the background to be black. Then I'm going to duplicate the button and I'm going to make the top layer of the button the same color as the background. Then I am going to move the button, the top layer of the button slightly using my keypad So it looks like there is a border around it. And I'm just going to close this in using Control and my keypad. Now I'm going to center it. So that's how I have gotten that button to be like an outline. And then I'm going to group. And then I'm going to group it all together by highlighting everything and clicking group. Now I'm going to type the text enroll now into the button. Let's make that petit serif. I'm going to reduce that to 10. And that is my first page of my sales page. So I'm going to go on and to create the second pages, and I'm going to go a little bit faster now that we know how to add the elements to our pages. So I'm going to go slightly faster as I create the second document. Now, if you find that you have run out of space on your page, you can always increase the size by first highlighting the page so you can see this blue border around it. And then you navigate to the bottom of the page where is this part here. And once the arrows have formed, you can drag it down to increase the size of the page. So I can drag it down like that, or you can then go on to add a new page so that it all merges into one. So here I have created my first text box and I've positioned the words as I wanted. Now, as you can see, what I did is I highlighted everything around the box and then I clicked on the word group. So it would be like this, where I have all the elements together and I can click on group, so everything would be clumped together into one element. Then to save time, what I can do is duplicate this by clicking on this plus sign, or I can go to the three dots and then click duplicate. So now I can move it across and format the other text boxes separately. Now let's create the feature section, which is this section here. Now I'm going to insert bullet points, and to do that, once I have my text, so that's the first text for my bullet point. All I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this and create 4 more lines, because these will be my bullet points. Then I'm going to highlight the text, all of it. And I'm going to go up here to list, and I'm just going to click it once. So you will see that it creates pointed bullets or circles or dots. And then if you continue to click on it, it will change to number bullets and then returns to text without bullets. But I'm going to leave it like that. Now, to use bullet points, you must make your own text box in its own section. Otherwise, all text in the box will be bulleted. Finally, let's do the testimonial page. And to make this circle image of the person who's giving the testimonial, I'm going to select this from Elements, and this is also found in the Frames section. So I have my circle here. I'm going to reduce the size of the circle, and then I'm going to drag and drop my images in. Okay, so this is what the final page looks like. I mean, this will obviously be longer when you complete the sales page, but I love how this looks. Now I'd like to show you how we're going to add your payment links. I use SendOut for my payment provider, which allows me to take payments for both Stripe and PayPal. It's quite easy to do, and I created another video showing you how to set up your SendOut account to begin selling digital products. So look in the description box below for the video, and I'll also put a direct link to SendOut so you can set up your own account as well. Now, remember that we have these buttons here. So this is where you will need to add the link that SendOut gives to you. So when someone clicks on it, they will go over to your checkout where they can insert their credit card details to make their payment. So once you have set up your SendOut account, I'm going to do that now. So I already have created a product in SendOut. And when you go to the product from your account, you can go to the sell. So I'm going to go back to all my products. And you can go to the sell option here, and then you can copy the first link. So you see that use this link to send customers direct to your payment page. So I'm going to copy this link. Then I'm going to come back to my sales page, and I'm going to enter that link into this button. So here's how I do that. I'm going to first ungroup this because remember previously we grouped it all together. Then I'm just going to select any part of the button, go to the three dots, link, and I'm going to enter the link that I just copied from SendOut, and I press enter, then click done. So when you have published your page, anyone who clicks on this button here will go over to your payment page. Now, another thing you can do is you may want to link your button to sections. So as in this one, where this page is quite long, right? We have the hero section with our first button, but then the payment section is all the way down to the bottom here. So what you can do as well is you can link sections together so that when someone clicks on this button, it will go scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page. And to do that, again, you can select the button. Let's delete that. I've deleted the link. So select the button, go to the three dots, link, and then you want to find the section where you want that button to link to. So in this case, it's going to be my final CTA section, section 21. And I'm going to click done. Now I have named my sections by going to this add notes icon here, and you can enter the section so that it's easier for you to find. All right, so you can preview your web page to see what it would look like. So this is what it will look like on desktop. And here's what it would look like on mobile. Looks pretty good to me. And you can also publish your website here by going to publish. I would not select resize on mobile because Canva will resize all your elements to make it fit on a mobile device. And I found that it misaligns some of the elements out of place. So what I found is that leaving this deselected will ensure that just how you see the page appear on desktop is how it will appear on mobile. I'm also not going to include any navigation on the pages. The navigations are just the menu items that you would find at the top of the page. So you can publish your website to a free domain which is provided by Canva, or you can purchase a new domain or use an existing domain or subdomain, which is what I would recommend for you. So let's say I'm going to publish the page to a free domain provided by Canva. I'm going to click continue. Then I'm going to add my slug. And then I'm going to publish it. Let's view the website. So now all you have to do is when you're ready to sell your digital products, simply share your website link. And this is what people will see, a beautiful sales page. And when they click on enroll, it goes over to their checkout. Don't forget to claim your Canva free sales page template below in my description box if you prefer to use my template. Okay, guys, so I hope you got value from this and you now know how to get started with Canva's website builder and building your own sales page so you can start selling your own digital products. Now that you have your sales page started, how do you actually promote your digital products? Don't worry, you can check out this video or this video here that gives you ideas on how to promote your sales page to sell your digital products. Take care now and see you in my next video. Bye now.